Woodhill. Nobody's taken away the water, and as it is right now, it is the local businesses. It is absolutely the local businesses who are maintaining that median, along with, say, Mrs. Virginia Beck, who is out there every Thursday morning, even after back surgery, 75 years old, hoeing and weeding and pulling and making sure it looks okay for the rest of the community. So I think it's really incumbent upon us to jump in and let's be mindful of the problems of the past, but let's not blow this way. We have a chance to make it look good and have an ongoing commitment. It's wrong to allow something to just die and not do something about it. Thank you.
Go ahead, Chief.
This is a little awkward because I'm also co-chairman of the beautification committee, but I was not around when they had this discussion. I missed that meeting. But I tend to agree with Mike that for maybe a few different reasons, that location has probably the largest businesses in Sun Valley. As far as my guess would be revenue, and I think they should take the responsibility. Like when he said they take some of it, but I think they should practically take all of it, and we can teach them and educate them to do that. Okay, I think that priorities for beautification to me would be the Route 5 exits that we have, because what we want to do, I think, as a community, when people get off on the exits on 5, we should make a statement there about Sun Valley. And we have a lot of work to do that. And there's smaller businesses, by the way, I think that we could educate and help do that as opposed to this location. So that's just kind of what I throw out there for discussion.
Yeah.
Council Mike.
Wait a minute, Sam, you've spoken already. Go ahead, John.
Just to kind of piggyback on some of the comments, I agree. You know, that's a large business area. They probably one of the most economically potent areas of Sun Valley. They have a couple large banking centers there, and they are always adopting medians or doing projects for the community. So if we were to engage communities, probably first and foremost, I would approach Chase or Bank of America, and even the Water and Power Credit Union that is co-located in that shopping center. But also, just to get away from water, you know, a lot of new technologies. We're talking about drought-tolerant plants, also rock gardens, different kinds of art, so we can avoid discussions of future water fees if we look at other best management practices. So that's all I gotta say.
We did put drought-tolerant plants in there before, but with no water. They're not that tolerant.
There's only trees in there now,
Yes.
just trees.
Yeah, everything else is done.
And there was a
And
truck.
I think, isn't Susan, no, Susan was watering for a while with
Sometime
any
this
other,
week-
I'm sorry.
Sometime this week, there was a large watering machine, cart, in that area, watering the plants, watering the trees. I don't know who it belonged to.
Okay, can we go on? Sam,
Sure.
go ahead.
It's just like, so you want us to wait for the businesses to do something first?
No, go knock on their door.
Exactly, we going in, why?
Sam.
No, I'm answering, I mean, and he concerned, he said it's better to be a comment from the businesses. And
So
I
talk
say,
to me.
oh, okay, can do that.
Correct.
And so it's better we come into the business and we tell them about the idea, because first it's big, like you said, after these statements, maybe more or 4, 5, 6 of them is gonna get involved, but our guidance, we can have the plan for them. And so if you wanna participate, come on, or not, it's up to them. Thank you. I think that'll be better.
There is one thing in here that is that sign. That there's a sign that said, "Welcome to Sun Valley." That was up on Sunland Boulevard, and Lorraine told us about it. And then I talked to Virginia Beck about it, and she got Susan and a bunch of guys, and they put it down there. And I think that's in the budget for $315. I think maybe that's something we should do first. I don't see any harm or foul in that. But going on beyond that, I think we should go knock on the doors of the businesses and ask them to pay. There's also Well, you know, the neighborhood or the city council, CD6 takes money in for every bus bench that's out there on the street. They get paid, all those bus benches in the city, the bus company pays into the city, and any councilman can draw 1/15 of that money to do anything he wants in the district. So if they want to pay for the money, and that's what I thought originally, they were gonna pay for it out of the bus bench fund. So, but it needs a lot more, work, I think. But, and anybody else want to say anything before we move on?
No, I think we're at 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Overtime? Do we pay overtime?
Item number 12, you heard about this group earlier, Los Angeles Neighborhood Council Congress meets on the first Saturday of each month. Our present representative is Gary Agus, and every year they have an election down there, and we have to certify who our representative is. So, does anybody want to put forth their name as the representative to LANCC? The meetings start at 10 o'clock and they go to 1 o'clock every first Saturday. Anybody? I make a motion that Gary, go ahead, Gary.
Oh, Sam's got something to say.
Sam, go ahead. No, it's not going to the meeting, it's representing us and being there every first Saturday, okay?
10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock.
To 1, no problem.
Okay. And I would, so Sam is candidate number 1, and I would recommend Gary as candidate number 2. Are you interested, Gary?
Yes, I am.
Anybody else?
How many do we need? 2 or 1?
One representative. So we'll go alphabetical order, yes or no? Are you prepared for a roll call, Mr. Secretary? Thank you.
Alrighty, sorry about that. Let's see, this is for Mr. Agus for Link.
Yes.
This is a yes or no vote. Agus.
Yes.
Alan.
Yes.
Bartlett. I'm sorry, excuse me, Billy.
Yes.
Boyd Debbie.
Yes.
Boyd Mike.
Yes.
Cully.
Yes.
Fernandez.
Yes.
Ingvar Cruz.
Yes.
Kalon.
What are we voting for again?
This is for Gary.
Is this mine?
No,
for Gary. Thank you. Yes.
You're voting again?
Yes.
Kenny, yes. Madrosi.
Yes.
Mazaregos. O'Gara Barber.
Yes.
O'Gara Mike.
Yes.
Pettis.
Yes.
Thumb.
I'm gonna abstain. I mean, yes.
Oh.
Barron.
Yes.
That's, that is 17 yes, no, no.
Okay, and now we're gonna vote for Sam?
Oh.
Yes.
Can we go out now?
Agus.
No.
Alan.
No.
Billy.
No.
Boyd Debbie.
No.
Boyd Mike.
No.
Cully.
No.
Fernandez.
No.
Ingvar Cruz.
No.
Kalon.
No.
Candy, no. Madrosi.
with his answer, say no.
Counselor Day?
I want to make it another.
O'Gara Barber?
For you.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
No.
O'Gara Mike?
With love for the team player, Sam, no.
Anonymous statement.
Oh, I do like it.
Thumb?
Yes.
And Baron?
No.
Two yes, 15 no.
Okay, Gary Agus will again be our representative for the next year. Item 13, motion, discussion, vote to elect a representative to the Valley Alliance of Neighborhood Councils. This group meets on the second Thursday of each month. Our present representative is Mike O'Gara. Anybody want to run for office, please, for this?
Which one?
Make a bet.
What? I'm available if you want to vote for me.
Alright,
I like this meeting.
No,
Yeah,
All right, Mike, you're good.
alright, I think we need to vote on this. So I will run again. So I'll, shall we take a roll call vote?
no.
Aye, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. I am on the executive board as well, so it's actually two meetings on. Item 14, discussion and distribution of a draft of the proposed revised bylaws. Wendy.
Not me again. All right, the bylaws committee spent a lot of time, a lot of effort. I'd like to thank everybody who worked so hard on this, including our support from our visitor, Mr. Guzman, who gave us the benefit of his intelligence many, many times. Essentially, this is the same thing. I would love for everybody to read these carefully. It's going to take another special meeting to go over these. We tried very hard to get everything as fair as possible, as all-encompassing as possible, as up-to-date as possible. You must bear in mind that the bylaws are different from the standing rules. Many of you already are aware, let me just remind you that the bylaws are fixed for a number of years until the city gives us leave to revise them again. The standing rules can be revised again. So if there are issues such as term limits that some people have voiced concern over, that is something that could be done within the standing rules, and that is more easily alterable, advisable by the entire board. And it highlights just trying to bring everything, make everything streamlined, bring everything into the information age, make use of all the computer and online tools at our disposal. And I think everybody just made a fantastic effort. I would actually like to open it up to the other members if they, the committee, if they would like to say anything about this. Anything you'd like to add?
I think it's April 1st is when they have to be into the city. We have to approve them. Then it goes to Empower LA downtown. They have to approve them. Then it goes to the city attorney, and the city attorney approves them. And it's a long process. The standing rules, as Wendy said, we could change those every month, every 2 months. But the bylaws is like, the most you're gonna get at those is a year. So look at them carefully and see if there's things in the bylaws that you think should go in the standing. Or could, because some things can't. Saying, no, this is just to read through it. And we're gonna do this at a special meeting because it'll be a long, involved conversation.
Yeah, and there are many little fine points that were revised in an effort to make things more fair, to make all the processes as transparent as possible. So nevertheless, I'm sure there are questions that's going to come up. I cannot encourage you more than I am now, although I've probably known you many, many times as I can be, and you know that, but I'm going to be after you. Have you read these? Have you read these? Do you have questions? Bring the questions. When we have a special meeting, we want to be able to answer all the questions for you. Anything else?
Go ahead, please, Mr. Susan.
And I want to make a public comment, so I can finish my first one too.
Yes.
You know, the end of my first public comment was really very general about this thing I discovered in the bylaws. And really all I wanted to finish saying regarding that is because you cannot abstain, you have to vote yes or no. And so if I were a board member and I didn't feel like I had enough information to vote yes with the crowd,